And now viewers are moving on. India's aviation regulator, the Directorate General of Civil Aviation, has now issued a show cause notice to about pilots of Air India following safety concerns linked to the operation of certain flights. Now, during one of the flights, the crew reportedly received system warnings and a smell of smoke was in fact detected near one of the aircraft doors. Records also show that similar technical problems had occurred on the same aircraft during 5 earlier flights, pointing to a continued mechanical issue. And the DGCA has now flagged a systemic degradation that the crew failed to make a proper holistic assessment despite having the required knowledge. Now, viewers, according to notice dated December 29th, the issues relate mainly to flight AI 358 and its related operations, including flight AI 357. And in fact, despite these warning signs, the aircraft was allowed to operate even though some of its safety equipment did not meet the required standards. So this is the latest that we know, a show cause notice being issued to pilots for them not taking action despite having the required knowledge about certain warning signs. All right, my colleague Sabyasachi has been closely tracking the story. Joins me on this. Sabya, we're given to understand the DGCA has now issued a show cause notice to pilots following the safety concerns. Help us understand what exactly were the warning signs which were ignored by these pilots and what is the next step ahead?
The 4 pilots from Air India have received a show cause notice from the DGCA, and the DGCA has demanded a detailed written report from the pilot, and they have to submit the report to the DGCA within 15 days. Now, this entire matter came into light when one particular airline, Air India 357, which traveled from Delhi to Japan, and from Japan, the flight which came to Delhi, that was AI 358. Now, in these 2 flights, there were multiple technical snags. When there is a technical snag, as per the regulator, you have to inform the DGCA. Now, the MEL, which is the minimum equipment list, under this list, if there are certain technical snags or technical problems, the airlines and the pilots have to immediately inform the regulator. Now, if there is a critical problem in the aircraft, then the aircraft immediately need to shift to an operational base where the repair work can take place. If the issue is minor, then a 90-day period is given to airline to sort out the issue. But under these circumstances, it is mandatory for the airlines and the pilots to make sure that the DGCA is aware of the situation. Now, in the month of June, when this particular aircraft was flying from Delhi to Japan, because of technical issue or the cabin heating up, the flight had to make a landing at the Kolkata airport. Now, after it made a landing, this particular problem came into light, and the DGCA has issued a notice to the concerned authorities, and they have demanded an answer from these 4 pilots of the Air India, as it's clearly a fault as far as the pilots and the authority is concerned, because it's somewhere put the life of the passengers at risk, and under no circumstances the DGCA time and again have made it very clear that there won't be any compromise as far as the passenger safety is concerned, and every single technical snag has to be reported to the DGCA, and which clearly the Air India authority as well as the pilot have failed to do, and that is the reason why a show cause notice has been issued to all the pilots. Back to you.
Right, of course, it is clearly a very security concern that has come to light, and of course the pilots will be answerable now as to why they took those steps in those certain circumstances. Now, Sabya,